Now, concerning personal transformation, I know many of us have heard from motivational speakers or thought leaders, or even read in one book or the other about how transformation or personal transformation is about the individual becoming a better version of himself or herself, or the individual transforming or changing, developing into a perceived or viewed vision of themselves. Now, this may not be entirely wrong, but it is not entirely truth, because personal transformation is not really about you becoming the best version of yourself in yourself, because the best version of any man is flawed. Man at his best is not perfect, is imperfect, is flawed, and is below standard. So you transforming into the best version of yourself in yourself will always be imperfect, no matter how hard you try. So, what then is personal transformation? Personal transformation is more about transforming into the perfect prototype who is perfect. And when you're talking about the perfect prototype who is perfect, you're talking about the person of Jesus. So, personal transformation is not about you becoming the best version of yourself in yourself, but it's more about becoming another who is the perfect picture and prototype. And in transforming, becoming that person or becoming like Christ, your authentic self is manifested, because your most authentic self is not seen away from Christ. It's actually appearing or appears in the person of Jesus. So, what is personal transformation? It is the gradual process of change and metamorphosis of an individual in his soul to begin with into the person of Jesus, and by so doing, his authentic self is seen. Now, for personal transformation, for anything to be called personal transformation, two things must be are fundamental. And that is one, what is it? First is the prototype. Two are the materials. What do I mean by this? First, if there must be change or transformation or metamorphosis, you don't just metamorphose into anything. There must be a perfect picture. That's the destination of where the transformation is leading. So, if there must be a change, that change must lead into someone. So, you are not just changing into anything. You are not changing into any idol. You are changing into the person of Jesus. That is when transformation, that is the fundamental element for anything to be called transformation, the prototype. The second thing that is fundamental to anything being called personal transformation or the equation of personal transformation are the materials, meaning that certain things must be in place that facilitate true transformation. Not everything is can facilitate true transformation. Not every material, not every content, not every material, not everything that you feed on is can facilitate personal transformation. So certain elements or certain materials must be in place, and they are responsible for building. And this is what I mean. If the prototype is Christ, and that means there must be materials responsible for your transformation into the prototype of Christ. Nothing outside the body of knowledge of the Christ is responsible or can transform you into becoming like Christ or becoming the authentic version of yourself. We need to understand this. Reading any kind of thing, consuming any kind of thing, subjecting yourself to any kind of discipline, just any kind of discipline cannot produce that particular transformation we're talking about. It must be from the body of knowledge that is in the Logos, who is Christ. These are the things that are responsible for your transformation into the ideal prototype.